and got to compete in the world team there. So that was super cool. I ended up getting 5th place, which obviously isn't what I wanted, but it was super fun, and I was 14, so I was like, oh, that's lit. Good job, Olivia.
Yeah, good job, Olivia. Hey everybody, welcome back to Bird's Eye View for the 4th episode. I'm Juju.
I'm Raven.
And I'm Olivia Shore.
We're very happy to have Olivia as our special guest of the month.
Okay, Olivia, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am 22 years old. I love wrestling a lot, and I'm really grateful to be at Otterbein. I've been wrestling my whole life. It's pretty much all I do. The only thing that I love. If I could marry it, then I probably would.
Real.
But I started wrestling when I was super young. My brothers did it, and I was super athletic, so I was like, I'll try it, and I ended up loving it a lot. And I've traveled the world for it. I wrestled for Team USA for wrestling, won a national title, and I'm looking to win a couple more. So,
heck yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. Can you tell us like a few places you've traveled? Like for that?
Yeah. So when I was 14, I was in 8th grade. I did 8th grade twice. I got held back for wrestling just because I needed a year of maturity. It was the best thing I ever did. I got held back in my second year. I traveled to the first Olympic Stadium in Athens, Greece, and got to compete in the world team there. So that was super cool. I ended up getting 5th place, which obviously isn't what I wanted, but it was super fun, and I was 14, so I was like, oh, that's lit. Good job, Olivia.
Yeah, good job, Olivia.
And then I liked it a lot, and I was like, I want to do that again. So I tried out for the team the next year, and I ended up making it again. And then I went to Zagreb, Croatia, which is my favorite place actually on the planet. It's really awesome. And I ended up getting 5th there as well. So those are the 2 places I've been. I mean, I've traveled the country like Colorado and California, places like that, but overseas is pretty sweet.
Yeah,
so,
that's awesome.
yeah, I'm very grateful for that.
Wish I could go overseas, but
You should. It's fun.
yeah.
The water's nasty, though.
Don't worry, I won't be
Bring your
getting it.
water.
Juju would end up in the hospital somehow, some way. She always is. Bless your heart.
Thank you.
Okay, so like, I guess with such like I'm just gonna say amazing resume. I don't know what other word to describe that. Like what besides like wrestling with your brothers, like what made you like really want to like be the best at wrestling, I guess is how I want to word it.
Yeah, so my brothers are a big motivation. My family's a big motivation, but I like proving people wrong. Like it's a really good feeling. I feel like my whole life, like growing up, you know, I've had to beat a lot of odds. So just the feeling of, you know, putting in a lot of work and being able to, you know, get my hand raised and get what I deserve from putting in all that work is like a really good feeling. And when people are against you and then you do what they said you couldn't, like, I don't know, there's no better feeling than that to me. So I chase that a lot, and I love that feeling. I also just love competing and like showing people what I could do. And like I know my best self is on the mat and, you know, being who I am. So that's a really big motivator and a good feeling to have. Another thing too is like self-defense. The world's pretty crazy and scary. So knowing that like I'm kind of a little person and being able to protect myself and like beat someone's ASS if I have to.
She didn't say it.
That's also a good feeling. And being able to teach people, you know, like just because you're not good at wrestling, quote unquote, doesn't mean that like, again, you can't protect yourself. My dad always grew up telling me like, we'll never let someone throw us in a van or a truck or the back of a car because like we're gonna know how to defend ourselves when it comes time to that. So like that's one of the main reasons is like I fell in love with wrestling because it made me, you know, confident and be able to protect myself. So
Yeah.
I don't think I could. I don't even know what I would do if I had to defend myself. I think I'd maybe get one punch in and then just try and run for as long as I could. So
Yeah.
you know,
it's different when you're in it for sure.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
But when it's like an instinct almost, it's not as bad, but still terrifying.
Yeah.
Nobody
yeah.
wants to lay a butt whooping on someone, especially when you're 5'4". You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not really my favorite ever, but
Yeah, no, I personally would never try and make anyone on the women's wrestling team mad just because I know literally
absolutely
anyone
not.
could just
I'm literally will
flip
be on the
me.
ground.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let it happen because like I got myself into that situation in the first place.
So I think we need a women's wrestling x women's basketball x track and field
match. Oh
I
god,
collab.
Yeah,
You guys try my sport for a day and I'll try yours.
I'm there.
Hey, I'm for it.
I'm in that.
Yeah.
We run that then.
We're literally
That's
all
fine.
here over winter break.
Yeah.
Yeah, turn me up.
Okay.
We're there.
Hey,
I'm there.
We'll figure it out.
It has to be a week I'm not cutting weight though, because I gotta be able to like be full energy and all that. All right, but
Solid.
I gotta get out of
We'll
this.
put you through full court layups. See,
yo,
see how you do with that one.
I'm banned from
as long as you don't have me dunk, I'm cool.
Don't worry.
What if we put you up there though? I'll hike you up and you can
Then
just-
I'm cool.
if I don't get to dunk, you don't get to dunk. All right.
That's no fun.
Huh?
I said that's no fun.
Well, then she can dunk and then I get to dunk.
Who's lifting you up?
3-point contest,
Nobody.
actually.
3-point contest?
I'm in that.
I'm winning.
Have you ever have you done other sports like other than wrestling?
No, I did like flag football as a kid, but no, I was a basketball manager in high school though.
Hey.
I love women's basketball and I love volleyball. Our volleyball team in high school won state, so like ever since I got to experience that, I was like, yeah, this is raw.
Yeah.
That's why I really like the volleyball team and women's basketball. I just like women's sports, no offense to the guys, but I love seeing the girls go out there and, do it better than
Yeah.
because as we should. Right?
Especially
should.
nowadays.
Yeah,
where women's
exactly,
sports
right?
are on the rise with literally everything. They came out with a stat for women's Division I volleyball. It had the most views this year. It was like 130,000
Yeah,
or something.
it's insane.
Crazy. Yeah.
Well, heck, even women's basketball because Caitlin Clark. And
Oh,
them,
yeah.
No,
they
yeah.
turned that up.
They
Thank
brought
goodness.
out the stats for how much revenue she brought into
Yeah.
Indiana, and it was insane. I was like, 36 million? Yeah, million.
crazy.
That's
Insane.
just wild.
Thank goodness. It needed to
Yeah,
happen.
women's wrestling is the number one growing sport right now in the United States, by
Heck
the way.
yeah.
So,
Someone
over
told me
150
that.
colleges.
Yeah, that's
Have it.
crazy. And I didn't realize, which bad knowledge of Otterbein, I didn't realize that you guys were ranked 18th over all divisions.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We were just talking about this. Women's wrestling is it's one division. So
Oh, okay.
Iowa's Division 1 and we're D3, but we're in the same division just
Okay.
because we're not big enough to split yet.
Gotcha.
So we're technically all one. So if you're the champ, you're the champ.
That's
Which is
crazy.
I like that personally better because
Yeah.
if you win, then that's that. It's not like, oh well, you only won in D3 or you only won in D1. No, you won.
Yeah.
So
That's
eventually it will grow and get bigger to where it separates, which is obviously the ideal situation.
Yeah.
But for what we have now, it's growing and it's awesome. So
Yeah.
I know. That's crazy. Okay, wait. So going back to travel,
yes.
with all of the places, do you think traveling as an athlete is really beneficial? Getting to see that other kind of competition besides just kind of in your state and stuff?
No, yeah. I mean, it gives you a lot of respect for the people overseas because, the Japanese girls are the number one wrestlers in the world for women. And being able to see them and, how they are as, outside of wrestling is, it's weird because you used to see them, all sweaty and, beat up, obviously. And then, you just see them on the street and they're, a bunch of name brands, just Louis and all this, just nonchalantly just existing, and you're you just beat the crap out of people for 2 hours, won an Olympic medal, and now you're just vibing on the street.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's
It's
awesome.
a really weird dynamic, but it also brings it back to they're just human like you. So
Yeah.
that's the thing. I don't know if you saw my Instagram post. I wear a shirt that says not a superhero on it, and it's something my dad always told me because. When you get to the point where, people start to know you and, you get good at what you do, people try to be oh, well, nothing in your life's bad. Everyone knows you. You don't go through anything.
Yeah.
You're good at what you do. Gold medals make you happy, stuff like that. And, I don't know. My dad always just told me, you're not a superhero. You're allowed to be a human. So when I look at people like that, I'm oh, crap. You're overseas. Your life is completely different than mine. But, at the end of the day, you realize that you're not a superhero either. So that's a pretty cool experience to see. And just the diversity of, not being able to speak their language and we have to use translate for everything hi how are you is they're looking at you you're an idiot, so then you just turn your phone hi how are you, and then they start speaking, and then it's a 30-minute conversation of just how are you, but it's cool.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. So
I want to travel to a different country and compete. I think that would be awesome, but I
Yeah.
don't know where I'd want to go.
it's sweet. I
'Cause-
recommend Croatia. I loved
Really?
it. It's really cheap too, so compared to the
Mm.
United States. And the food's gas.
Where
so.
would you go play basketball at if you could?
Serbia.
Anywhere? Serbia.
Well,
I know. I'm just.
I would
figured-
definitely go there. Definitely. My family's
Can I
from
ask why?
Serbia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was that's
So-
kind of random.
Yeah. Well, okay. My great grandparents came over from there, so I'm
Oh, cool.
definitely I'm not. I think I'm an eighth. I
Right,
think,
but
but
still,
like
It links back.
yeah,
I feel you.
and
Yeah,
so I
that's
think
cool.
that would be sweet. And they have a tournament every summer, and I can't plan it because I'm like here. I think that's like the rule. Like if you're in college, like you can't do it.
Gotcha.
But I would so do that. Like I just think that would be fun. I don't know.
That's fire.
I'd
Never
come
been
with
there.
you just to cheer you on.
Thanks.
Where
I
would you
wouldn't
go?
know. I don't know. I guess track wise, I'd probably want to go low key to like Australia or something.
That'd
Like
be
I
sweet.
I think it'd be really pretty. So
Have you ever met anyone that's from Australia?
yeah, I have. We had
Oh,
a exchange student here. I think maybe my sophomore year, and
Who?
I don't remember. I maybe spoke to them once in passing.
See, I always thought that it was like a myth that people were from there, as well as like. Wait, hear me out. Have you ever met someone from Vermont?
no.
No, it's fake.
It's not.
I'm just saying. I'm just gonna put that out here on the pod. If anyone knows anyone from Vermont, let me know because you're lying. I don't know a single person's grandma's dog's cousin that lives in Vermont. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know anyone.
Me neither.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that out there real quick. That's my.
Vermont.
I don't know. It freaks me out. I saw something on TikTok about it, and now I just can't stop thinking about it. Every person I see, I ask if they know someone from Vermont, and they always say no. So
Well, now I'm gonna think about that.
Me too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna start asking.
please do. And if you find
we'll
someone,
do it on Yik Yak.
actually
Yeah.
let me know. Oh my God, no.
If you're from Vermont, upvote and DM me now.
No, we do a question of the day before every practice. I'm
Yeah.
definitely using that today.
Oh
Do you know
my
someone from Vermont? Everybody's gonna be like, "What is she talking about?"
Just watch the pod, bro.
Yeah, just
Okay, well
Tune
now I'm
in.
intrigued. What other things are like skeptical to everyone?
I don't like animations.
What do you
Like I
wait,
don't like animated shows or movies or
So, like,
anything like that.
really?
like you don't really like Disney movies.
Not I don't really
Interesting.
like animated stuff.
Just
So like
not
when
a
you were
fan?
little, like
I guess it's like a red flag. Actually, can we cut that?
it's low key a red flag.
Can we cut that? Actually?
No.
No, I'm kidding. No, yeah, I don't know. Like, of course, as a kid, like I watched like Toy Story and like stuff like that, but I don't know. I don't like them really.
Interesting.
Are they like creepy or like you're just like not intrigued by
I just
them?
feel like not that I feel like a kid, but I'm just like this is
Okay,
mid. Like I'd rather
yeah.
watch like something funny or like Melissa
With real
McCarthy.
people. Yes.
You like her?
Yes. She's
Yeah, that's
hilarious.
my queen. I love her. I love her a lot. I'd rather watch movies like that. I don't know. I guess that's
Okay.
pretty basic of me, but that's another hot
I don't.
take.
I don't think that's basic. I feel like that's like.
Like I'll
different.
watch them, but like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna have it on in my crib.
Yeah.
Interesting.
No,
For sure
that's
not.
fine. Juju, do you have any conspiracy theories?
No.
Like the Chuck E. Cheese pizza? You ever seen that one?
Yeah, that one's disgusting. Actually,
The what?
Do you know
Oh,
what that
that they
is?
just like put all the slices like in one.
Yep.
Yeah.
They just remelt the cheese together. Isn't that sick?
That's low key sick.
Have you ever been to a Chuck E. Cheese?
Yeah,
I've
Once.
never been.
I went once.
That
for,
wasn't
like, my
a thing in
cousin's
West
birthday.
Virginia. We had Billy Bob's.
what?
What
Yeah.
the?
I,
Oh, West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm from
Yeah,
West
that's fire.
Virginia.
That makes sense.
No,
Fire.
there's a creepy animatronic like band of animals. I'm gonna pull it up
At
and show
Billy
you guys.
Bob's?
Yes, no, and it's so scary, bro. I'm not even joking. Like it traumatized me as a kid. And they had like the mascot was like a bear, and it would walk around at like the birthday parties they would host. And they had to like specifically tell them not to show up to mine. I was like, I'm not.
Are you serious?
I'm being so serious. Hold on.
Okay.
Billy Bob's bear.
I don't know how to. This. You're telling me
That walked around at birthday
That looks
parties?
like homie from Austin
it.
Powers.
Put the camera on that.
I don't. Where's my camera?
Nope.
3.
Let's just put it on the big screen.
terrifying. Like, you're telling me that's not. You want that walking around as a
No.
kid singing to you? Exactly.
don't. Oh my
Like,
goodness.
no,
thank
thank you. So,
Yeah.
yeah, but Billy Bob's was fun. I sucked at everything that we did, but it was fun. I wasn't good at laser tag until I was like 13.
I've gone laser tag, or I've done that twice. No, 3 times.
Can we do that? Can that be
Yeah.
our collab with our teams?
Laser tag.
That would be sweet.
Bet. Bet actually.
That would be so
Except for
fun.
we only have like 8 girls on our team. So.
It's okay.
It's
we,
okay.
might
We
win.
have like 12 that are allowed to do anything, so.
we have like 7 girls who throw, so it would be a.
Oh, so we could just.
we could equal it
You
out.
can
Yeah.
just pick a couple that will even
Yeah.
the teams out there.
Yeah.
Or we could go like every other because then like you can't be with your own teammates.
Oh, bet.
That would
Yeah.
be kind of
Okay.
fun.
Okay, we need this collab.
Team
Yeah.
collab. I'm
Please.
excited
You can
for
get
that.
mic'd up.
Oh God. I don't know. That's gonna be a good idea.
I can't do the mic'd up because we have to be rated E. So I'm out on that, actually.
We'll give it to Juju.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, so like outside of wrestling, Olivia, what do you do?
That's a really good question. Literally, my life consists of I wake up and go to class, and then I work out, and then I go to practice, and then I go to work. But my work is wrestling. Wrestling coach. So I coach little kids, teach them how to wrestle, and then I work out after that, and then that's pretty much my day. I mean, I like to hang out with my friends, kind of, I guess, sometimes.
Sometimes.
All we do is really
So
work
real.
out. I'm really family-oriented, though. My family only lives an hour away, so whenever I have free time, I go home and see my fam. So,
Okay, period.
but besides that, I don't know. I mean, I like crumble cookie a lot. I like to eat food when I can, so I take advantage of that for sure.
Me too.
What else do I do? That's about it. I like supporting other teams. I always go to the volleyball games. I try to come to all the basketball games, stuff like that. I think having a culture of like all the teams liking each other and being on good terms and stuff is really cool. And I think the environment
Thank you.
of Otterbein does a pretty good job. Like, I'm there at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I wanted to be Cardi. I kind of asked, like, hey, can I throw it on? And she was like, sure. I was like, I don't want any money or anything. I don't get paid or anything for it. I just do it willingly because it's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's fun.
No, I agree. I think definitely in like the last like year and a half, like starting last year into this year, I think like teams have done a lot better job of like, not that they were bad at it, but like supporting each other. And I think that's like really important, especially like our team tries to at least get to like one of like every like women's sporting and like men's too. But like, you know, like women supporting women is like super important right now.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I think that's like, I
And the
think
men
it's
need to
good.
pay their rent. No offense. You guys need to pay your rent. If we are paying our rent going to your games, y'all need to pay your rent coming to ours.
My.
Can we get her a national mic right now, please?
But no, seriously though, like we pay our rent going to the men's game, especially I heard like the Capital games like really big, the basketball.
Yeah.
It is.
Like I'm there, but they need to be there for us.
I agree.
Please.
I'm
actually.
fully here
agree.
for it.
That's why I like the sister team idea. I don't know if you guys do that here, but
No, I
at
don't
Tiffin
think we do.
we did like it could be the same sport like spring and winter or whatever, or opposite. You just find a team that you do sister team with, and they have to go to all your home stuff, and you have to go to all theirs.
That's so smart.
We talked a little bit about like doing not like sisters, but like in SAC, like having like a team, but we just haven't really like got. But I think that I really like that idea because like not that it like forces you to go, but it does. And then like even though it's like you have to go, like it becomes fun. Like
Yeah, and it makes
Yeah.
you make friends.
yeah, like
Yeah.
why would you? I just like don't understand like why you wouldn't want to go support the people that like you go to school with. Like we're all here together. Like why wouldn't you want to like?
And it's free.
It's
Right,
literally free. Like
At Division 1 schools, a lot of the sports that they have, like you as a student still have to pay to get
Yeah.
in. And I
Which
just
is
feel like-
valid. Like I get
Oh,
that
yeah.
part.
no, yeah,
But
like
still-
it makes it so much easier for us because you literally just walk in.
Yeah. Like I had to pay
Just
to
go
get
to the
into
right
high
hand.
school
Yeah.
events.
Yeah,
For
So
sure.
like
yeah,
being able to go to a college and pay the amount of money I do every year, it hurts my chest. But then being able to go to the games for
Yeah.
free and get to experience anything, like that's just and sports environments are completely different.
Yeah.
Like
Sure.
for every single event.
And it should just be a given, I feel like. Again, we're not asking for much.
yeah. My
It's like, yeah, especially as a freshman, like you don't even know anyone. Just go to the games and like
Exactly.
meet people.
Yeah. My freshman year, we had a home game. It was like our first, like, I think it was the OAC semifinals. And we made T-shirts that said Pack the Reich. And, like, kind of a, like, cool T-shirt, right? And the first 100 were free, like, or 50 maybe, I don't know. And people literally, like, walked in, got a T-shirt, and left.
Bro, that's crazy.
And I
really
was
sad.
like, that's wild. But I was like, you know what? It's none of my business. Like, we did what we tried to do. And, like, the
It
shirts
just-
were sweet. So
it's like a
I got
slap
a
in the
T-shirt.
Yeah.
face, though. Like a slap in the face, though, because again, like I'm not asking for much, and you already walked all the way here to
Yeah.
get the shirt, and
Yeah.
you're just gonna leave.
So I was
I
like,
don't know, not cool.
not cool.
It's okay.
But let's do better,
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it's
this year we're
fine.
changing it. So
We are.
Women's wrestling meet January 14th.
I saw
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, we will be there. I
Be
already
there,
talked
be
to my
square.
coach about it.
I
Yeah,
might
bring
be
your team.
I
Make it
might
like
be
a team
working
thing.
it.
No, we
so
will.
Are
I'll
you guys
be there.
captains of your team or something? Cool, lock in. Me too.
I got
we
you.
will.
I got you.
Don't you worry.
Gotta bring everybody there
Yeah,
for
no.
sure.
I think especially with women's throws, where like we're gonna be a powerhouse this year, especially for outdoor season. Like I think as soon as I'm cleared to come back, because I've been dealing with some stuff, but as soon as I'm cleared to come back, like I already told them, like it's a different mentality we're having. Like I'm not only going to continue to lead that captain role, but also make sure we're getting involved outside of our sport.
Yeah.
Because we sit and we're like, we don't know why no one will come support us. Like we host maybe 2 events at Otterbein. Like you can come out for 10 minutes and watch 15 people PR.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I know.
Yeah. So don't worry. We'll get people at your match.
And I will make sure the women's wrestling team is at basketball and track meet. Don't worry.
We appreciate that.
Yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Last year I walked to the field over there. I was like, I'm going to watch Raven. I walked to, the field that's like across the pond over there. Like you go out of Davis and then you turn right and like go down there.
The open field that the cross country team runs around.
Yeah.
Sometimes?
And then isn't it a little farther than that?
It's the next field over.
Yeah. Walked all the way down there. Could not find her. I stood there for probably 30 minutes. I was like, and she wasn't answering. And I was like, I have to go. I was like this is low-key embarrassing because I knew nobody, no one.
No,
and I was like,
my event's tucked all the way in the back corner.
I know. I was like, where is she? And I was like, Raven, please answer your phone. And then I think we had basketball, so I had to leave. But I was like, gosh dang it. I tried so hard.
Hey, the effort was there, though.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
Sure.
Got a nice walk in.
And I want to shout out the softball team, not just because I'm friends with them, but because they're really good at coming to sporting events.
I agree.
Like, even after lift and stuff, like, you notice it more and more.
Yeah.
And it's because, like, they want support at their games, too. And I feel bad because they don't get it. And half the time, it's me and 7 of the boyfriends sitting together screaming behind the fence. Sometimes, Juju, when you can. I know basketball, everything runs into. Thank you. But yeah, shout out to the girls softball team.
No, they really do. Like, I think they're like one of our team's like biggest supporters.
And they're going to be good this year too.
I know, I'm excited.
Like they brought in a lot of freshmen that are they're going to make their team a lot better.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that too.
Okay,
so sorry, we keep jumping around. With wrestling, you said how many girls are on your team?
Oh, I think we have 10 right now.
Okay.
I think 8 are active currently.
Are they all in different weight classes, or are there some that are in the same?
So there's 10 weight classes, and we have 10 girls, but like we have 2 103-pounders. So like my weight class, there's another girl in my weight.
Okay.
And then we have most of the weights, but there's like 2 heavyweights, 2 lightweights, and then 2 24s. Like we have enough girls, but there's more, not every weight class that we have.
Okay.
And like we could bump and stuff, but like it's hard to be like, hey, you weigh 124 pounds, you want to wrestle a 130-pounder. Like, not for real. You know what I mean?
Is it so? Okay.
So you can do that, but like it's more of like, does coach want to do that to you? Type of thing.
So I like don't know a lot about wrestling.
No one does.
Yeah, which is
It's
bad.
okay.
But I'm going to learn more.
No, yeah.
But
it's okay.
so can you kind of explain like why it's a 6-pound difference, which is a lot, but like can you explain like kind of how that like is such a big difference, like as a 20 or a 124 to like a 130?
Yeah, so they actually just changed the weight classes this past year, which thank you. Because it used to be like 101 for my weight class, and now it's 103. So like 2 pounds, you're like, wow, that's nothing. But like that's 2 bottles of water that I wasn't able to drink before. So if you put that into perspective, fire,
that
right?
makes sense. Yeah.
So I don't know. They usually just make a gap between like 6 to 8 pounds, just because like there's a lot of people that are usually in the middle. So like they have to make like the choice of like, oh, do I gain a little weight and wrestle this weight, or like do I cut a little weight and be big for this weight class, but probably do better at this weight class?
Gotcha.
And again, like for our home duel, like we don't have the other teams that we're wrestling against. They don't have a 103-pounder, so like they don't have my weight class. So like I'm gonna end up bumping up to like 110, which is the next weight class. So then I'll be able to weigh in like a little bit heavier than 103 because there's no one there. Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
So it really just depends on like, especially us, like we're a new program and stuff, and we wrestle a lot in other new programs, and not everyone has the weight classes. So sometimes you just have to do what you have to do to get a match if you want a match, but you could take a forfeit. Yeah. Like I could just go out and get my hand raised and that would be that. But like I want to wrestle.
Yeah,
so, like,
exactly.
I'm bumping up.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah.
So again, it's more of just like if you're healthy enough, coach is like, hey, do you want to do this? And then you want to do it, then you could bump up.
Gotcha.
But you can only bump up 1 weight class. You can't bump up 2.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Can you go into like the point scoring system? Because I know it's different between men's and women's, right?
yeah, so men's wrestling in college it's called folk style, which is what they wrestle in high school. There's a lot of top bottom wrestling, but in college what we wrestle is freestyle, and that's what they wrestle in the Olympics.
Okay.
Why it's like that, I have no idea. We're literally the only country that does folk style still, and they do folk style from literally when you start wrestling to college men's, and then for women it's when you start wrestling to high school, and then after high school you transition to freestyle.
Okay.
I literally don't know why they do that, but they do
Yeah.
that. So the point scoring is a little bit different, but the main difference between the two styles of wrestling is like men's wrestling is top bottom wrestling a lot, and then women's wrestling is more of like you only have 8 seconds on bottom and 8 seconds on top. And then if like you don't get a turn or score any points, then you just go back up on your feet.
Oh.
So like for our
Okay.
wrestling, it's a lot of feet wrestling.
Yeah.
So you have to be really good like on your feet. Whereas like men's, you could literally go top bottom and wrestle for 3 minutes and just waste time, and it's kind of boring.
Yeah.
No offense.
Yeah.
The boys agree with it though, so I'm not saying anything. But there's a lot more action in the wrestling that we do because there's only 8 seconds of you being able to lay down, and then you have to get back up and go right at it again.
Okay.
So I'd say that's the main difference. And like in our wrestling too, like you can lock your hands around somebody. Like if you're wrestling in men's, you're not allowed to lock your hands around, or it's like a point for them. Which is like, again, you guys don't really know what I'm talking about, but that's the main difference. You can lock your hands in our wrestling, and the boys you can't. And then boys is kind of more boring and long, and girls is like 8 seconds, and then you have to get back and grind again. So that's the main difference. But at the end of the day, it's all wrestling, so
Yeah.
it correlates.
No, that's fun. What other? I'm trying to think because
I
like
have one.
I've worked wrestling from like an athletic trainer standpoint.
Yeah.
So
Right.
like the only thing I really know is like blood timeouts.
Yeah.
Like I was locked and loaded at the high school state meet. Like everyone had their mats. We had our cleaning supplies, our gloves. We had the nose plugs ready to go, and someone was on cleaning duty on the mat. The
Yeah.
other person was scrubbing all the blood off of them because we didn't want to make them mad or their coaches.
Yep.
So
And in women's wrestling too, like the men, they wrestle a 3-minute period, a 2-minute period, and a 2-minute period, and there's no breaks in between. But for girls, what we wrestle, it's 3 minutes and then a 30-second break and then 3 minutes, and that's it.
period.
Why it's different? Again, I have no idea, but so that's another thing that's different than us. They wrestle 7 minutes, we wrestle 6, but we get a 30-second break. So interesting.
What's the most points you've ever gotten in a match? Do you know?
Well, there's a cap to it. So like if I'm beating someone by 10 points, it's a tech fall, so it's over.
Dang.
So you can't really get more than that. I don't really know. I guess when I was a kid, like, and you could go infinity, you would like roll around, probably like 20-something points. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As a child,
Yeah.
But no. Besides that, it just once you get to 10, it's a cap, and then in the men's side, it's 15.
Gotcha. Okay.
So
Period.
you could get up to that many.
And your record was 27-1. You're winning 2022 year, right?
Yeah, when I won
Yeah.
nationals, yes.
I did my homework.
Yeah, good job. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, quite the impressive resume. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't.
Whatever.
And you're in the Ohio Hall of Fame. We're
You
not going
can
to
literally
slide
go
past
down the
that
list.
one.
Like,
Yeah, I hate talking about myself.
Oh, I do too. But we're gonna.
you have to.
You got to. You're
Like,
good at what you do.
You got too much on, like, to not.
Yeah. Like.
Thanks, guys. Like, I'm grateful. I just don't really know how to show gratitude.
Oh,
You know
No,
what I
no,
mean?
that's
We are the same way. Me and
I
you
And like I
literally
built this
compliment.
life, which like I'm grateful,
Yeah.
but sometimes it's nice to just be like
Yeah.
hidden.
Olivia?
a
I'm
little bit.
here.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
like normal, like
Yeah.
just a girl type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah.
just a girl. What's your, like, you know, favorite thing to do? Like, take wrestling out of your life. Like, what does that look like for you? Like, you're just a girl. What are you doing?
Yeah, just a girl who loves crumble cookie, bro.
Yeah.
Bad. So
loves
bad. I
crumble.
actually went into crumble cookie and got a shirt. And I will be wearing it tomorrow for my warm up. And
You're
I
so
hope to
funny.
get some pics, and shout out Crumble Cookie. I need the sponsor, please God.
That would be a great sponsorship.
Wouldn't it?
Yeah.
So
I have a huge sweet tooth, so.
just a girl who
I'd
loves
back
crumble.
that
I
up.
could eat a
Yeah.
whole 12-pack by myself.
Oh,
Period.
for sure.
It's actually ridiculous.
And with
Yeah.
all the exercise you do and cutting you do, you deserve a 12
Yeah.
pack to yourself.
and my body
honestly.
just goes through it because I'm just so active all the time. So I'm
wish.
blessed for the genetics. Shout out mom and dad. But yeah, besides that, I don't know. Like take wrestling out of the equation. I like helping people, like little kids. teaching them how to wrestle. Because a lot of the kids I showed, they're really good, and it's awesome, and they thank me, and it's like super cool to see because I never really had that. So being able to give that is super cool, and just supporting other people, it's fun. I like being a happy person.
Yeah.
So making other people happy makes me happy. So doing that is like what I like to do. Not saying I've been happy all the time, of course, because I'm human, but I'm 22 now, and I've been 4 years of college, and I've learned a lot, and I feel like being happy is just easier than not. So
It sure is.
yeah, that's what I like.
Sure
what I
is.
like to do. So
What's your major, if you don't mind?
health and sports science, but I want to be a chiropractor. My dad's a chiropractor. So.
Period.
Sweet.
Okay.
Kind of
So
in
when
the-
you get that degree, I'm just gonna text you and ask for.
Yeah,
Okay,
actually,
perfect.
for sure.
I watch a lot of chiropractic videos on TikTok.
I'm just gonna let you know that it's nothing like that.
Oh, I
don't-
bet
we don't,
it's
we
not.
don't do. And my dad doesn't do anything like that.
Yeah,
He's
but
a very traditional guy.
yeah,
so-
which is probably way better. But I just like it's just interesting. Like
Does it scare you?
no,
Oh, sick.
The neck ones
But
do. I'm not gonna
I like
act like
before that.
Doesn't
Like
it?
I don't know. Like before, I was like, ooh, like my spine is gonna snap. But now it's like, I bet I could use some like actual relief. So like, I don't know. I'll just be like, okay. Speaking of like relief and stuff, obviously like with chiropractic, we're gonna play a game.
All right,
So
let's run it.
some
let's run
physical relief, some mental relief, especially right
Beautiful.
before finals.
Yes,
Okay, it's this or that,
ready.
and these are gonna go quick.
Oh, how much time do I have?
No amount.
Okay. All right.
I'm saying like I need like first answer
'Kay.
like in your
'Kay.
mind. Okay, winning by a lot or in a close, intense match.
Oh, close and intense.
Underdog victory or dominant performance.
Dominant performance.
Hair down or hair braided for matches.
Braided.
Same.
For sure.
The coolest sneaker collection or the coolest wrestling gear.
Wrestling gear by far. Yeah.
Road trip to a meet or home advantage.
Home advantage.
Really, like over traveling.
I like traveling, but I like putting on for my city.
Yeah.
So that little-
Okay.
So true. So true. Mascot hype or crowd chants.
Oh, mascot hype. That was fire. So fire.
I mean, you're the mascot,
fire.
so.
Yeah.
Double leg takedown or single leg takedown.
Double for sure.
Pre-match routine or post-match celebration.
Oh, Sally. Come on, Sally. Yeah.
Do you have one? Like-
For sure.
Can we see it?
January 14th.
I'll be there.
Yeah.
Sick.
See it. Okay, referee decisions or sudden death overtime.
Oh, sudden death. For sure. Fire.
Have you been in sudden death before?
Yeah, I don't trust the refs either. So. Never in my favor, especially wrestling boys.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, never really went my way. I can tell a story real quick to end it if you want. You could actually put this if you want to because it's kind of public knowledge. So when I was at the boys state tournament my first year, my sophomore year, I made the state tournament. My first match, I had a kid that was supposed to win the state tournament, and I wasn't ranked, which, like, duh. And I wrestled him, and I beat him in overtime, the first round. And then he followed me back to my locker room and tried to jump me, which was really crazy.
Oh, wow.
And I had to have the cops escort me for the rest of the state tournament. It was pretty awesome.
He was that salty?
he was.
Yeah,
that
it was really
salty.
kind of. It wasn't. I wasn't scared, but like I was just like, bruh.
Yeah, but like, come on, like.
Like you're about to jump me, but I just beat you. So that's awesome.
So you're
But-
gonna lose
But then
again.
I felt super cool because then the cops were like following me around the whole time.
and that's
So I
like
felt like
an
VIP.
escort?
I was like, shout out you, dude. But then I lost and didn't play, so that's kind of tragic. But I at least played. So that was all.
Hey,
It's
you
fine.
upset someone. That's all that matters.
yeah.
And then he ended up getting fourth, and I didn't place. But you know what? Shout out Brett Shoes. I know you're never gonna see this. That's my guy. That's my guy. We're on good
That's
terms.
so
Don't worry.
Oh, good.
We're on good terms.
Good.
No bad blood.
Anytime I beat anyone older than me, I just hit after because I didn't want to get beat up. No, there was a girl who almost beat me up my freshman year of states when
That's
I
crazy.
won because she was
Really?
supposed to win, and she was sitting
Yeah.
there jabbing the whole time. And then after she went to go walk up to me, my coach walked in between us and like hugged me to like.
Oh.
I was so scared. I was like, I
Yeah.
don't want to be here.
See, wrestling culture isn't like that though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even like the whole environment of wrestling is like you beat the crap out of someone and then you're supposed to be friends.
Yeah.
Obviously, like there's people
Yeah.
like the men especially like they're like I don't mess with that guy like no way. But like the women's side, we're all chill.
Yeah.
We're all
Which
chill.
that's how it is with track most of the time. Like we all, it's very much so that community based thing where like you all want to do good, but like everyone where you're going for the same thing and goal. Like everyone just comes together and like we'll be chit chatting during warm ups and stuff.
For sure.
And then like we'll even cheer each other on sometimes while we're throwing.
For sure.
Because it's like, I mean, if you have a better performance than me, like I'm not gonna deny it.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it's a fun time.
And I want women's sports to grow. So
Yeah.
the only way to do that is to add a good environment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
agree.
actually want to be a part of it. So
And we're adding that good environment January 14th here at their home opener.
We sure are.
everyone, please be there.
Yeah.
You got it.
If
It's
people
worth
don't
it. I
show up-
promise.
Yeah. No, we'll make
We'll put
signs
on a
and
show for
everything.
you. It'll be
Yeah.
so worth it.
I'm excited.
But I appreciate you guys letting me on the pod.
Yeah, we
thanks for
appreciate you coming.
I'll come back anytime you want. I love
Hey.
talking about anything. So
Yeah.
that's cool.
No, that
But
was
I'm
fun.
grateful you guys picked me.
Of
Heck
course.
yeah.
Duh. Come on.
We have
Yeah.
to
I mean,
pick-
who else?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
We
Welcome.
love our personality people on the Otterbein campus, especially
We
with
do.
athletics.
Yes, and I
Yeah.
love women's sports.
Yeah.
Go women's sports.
Yeah.
Heck
And I
yeah.
think it's awesome you've already like first year being here, like you've already made such like an impact on
Yeah.
like women's sports, like even like being Cardi and like just like being here. So thanks. We
I
like we
appreciate
appreciate that.
Everyone
like,
knows who you are now.
Yeah. So,
So-
that's
I
awesome.
love that. Thanks, everyone. But let's pull up to all the athletic stuff for everyone and be one big happy Cardi family.
Heck
It
yeah.
makes
agree.
life a lot better
And
for everyone.
Everyone have a awesome finals week and do awesome. You're all gonna do amazing and have a great winter break.
Yeah. And we'll see you next time in the new year.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.